Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. As always, hope you guys had a fantastic day of trading. Unfortunately, this was the worst day in trading in the overall market over the last 3 months, and you can see here my portfolio in the red by quite a large margin, 1.73% down, 1753.58. So a very, very bad day in the portfolio. And as I said, all three major indices were in the red. The S&P 500 is down 1.54%, the Dow 30 1.24%, and the Nasdaq, the technology index, was down 1.94%, almost 2% down in the red. And as I scroll through my portfolio, you can see here essentially the entire portfolio is in the red. My high dividend yielding ETFs up top, DVY, SCHD, SDY, SPHD, and VYM, all in the red, and in the red by quite a large margin, 1.25% plus for the majority. Pharmaceuticals as well, Eli Lilly and Company, LLY, 3.58% down. Portola, one of the larger holdings in the portfolio, 2.71% in the red. Pfizer, 1.5%, Abbott Laboratories, 1.3%. And you'll kind of see here, this is going to be the common theme throughout the entire portfolio and across all market sectors here. As you guys know, on the left there, I have all of my stocks separated as to market sector, and you can see here all market sectors in the red, and in the red by a large margin. Ford, my largest holding, 1.39%. I decided to go ahead and start averaging down on Ford, adding to my shares of Ford. And a lot of you guys don't like that strategy, but I think Ford's a great company moving forward. I'm going to do a little bit of a riskier play with Ford, but as I scroll down here, you can see a lot of red. The majority, if not all of my stocks that did not have any earnings today are in the red. Hershey there was up 2.55%, but that's because of an earnings report today. Beat its earnings, did very, very well, so that's why that's in the red. But otherwise, all other stocks in the red. All of my financials, BOFI, HBAN, MS, WFC, in the red, and in the 2+% range for the red. Technology, as I said, the Nasdaq was down 1.94%, and all of my technology stocks here we're down big, including AMD, 2.3% down in the red. Telecoms, TVZ in the red. And my business development companies and closed-end funds on the bottom here are also in the red. Big pullback in PSEC here. This is not only because of the market pulling back, but also because of a dividend cut. Got a little risky with this stock. Was doing a dividend capture with some stock or some portfolio cash that I had laying around, anticipating a pullback. Jumped in, was not expecting that dividend cut, so this is not a great play here. About $1,000 or so worth of stock, and now you can see here it's down 4.49%. So that's essentially about 6 months worth of dividends with that stock there. And depending on what the dividend cut is, that could be 6 or maybe even 8 months worth of dividends. So not a great play with PSEC. Was not expecting that dividend cut, although I've talked about that repeatedly in other videos. I should have listened to my advice on that particular stock. Got risky, and I'm going to pay for that particular trade there. But very, very bad day in the market, but it's not all bad when the stock market does pull back, because I'm holding a little bit of my portfolio in cash. Got out of some day and swing trades in anticipation of a pullback, but I did not think the pullback was going to be happening so quickly here. Looks like this might be the start of a stock market correction. And if you look at my prior videos, I've talked about stock market corrections can at times be up to 10% of the overall value of the stock market. So if some of these stocks trend down 10% over the next 3 to 6 months, I would not panic. I would simply start putting more money into the stocks that you think are very, very good long-term plays. Like, for example, my portfolio, I'm putting more money into Ford, even though it's trending down, dollar cost averaging that stock down. I think it's a great long-term play. And yes, in the short term, you're going to lose some money, but over the long term, you essentially can pick up stocks on sale. So that's what's happening in my portfolio. Just wanted to update you guys. Again, the stock market doesn't always go up. You're not always going to make money. The stock market is inherently risky, and you can see here, it's been trending down here for quite some time over the last week or so. I've lost about $6,000 over the last 2 weeks or so. I've put out a couple videos talking about the one-day $5,000 loss when my Portola and my Ford, my largest holdings, pulled back a bit. But the overall market is pulling back as well. Stock market correction, I believe, is happening. It may pull back, or it may trend up a bit tomorrow, last day of trading for this week, but I think next week it's going to continue trending down. So I'm going to continue dollar cost averaging some of my stocks, continuing to put money into the portfolio, but I'll be holding that as cash. And then as I see stocks trend down, if I think they're good buys on sale, I'm going to be putting more money in the dollar and value cost averaging strategy. But let me know what you guys did with your portfolios. Not to make the video too long, I'll kind of end it here. As always, if you guys enjoyed my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate the support. Again, if you guys have any great video ideas, let me know. And again, I apologize for not commenting on some of your comment threads. It's been very busy at work, but I hope over the next week I will have some more time. I'm going to be going through past comments and responding. Then also taking a look at some of the newer video suggestions and putting out videos based on what you guys have been mentioning in the comment thread. So I definitely appreciate that. Keep that up. And yeah, until next video, we'll see you then.